how to disappear from social media. I did it, and in this length of this video, I'm gonna give you my finding. And at the end, we're gonna see if I could seek to give you an answer to the question, how to disappear from social media. Welcome to the High Altitude Show with your host, Ijan784, the Up Top Boss. So I recently made a post of a picture with me, the same profile picture that's up on my YouTube channel with me and my dog Zoe, right? And the picture has been getting a bit of traction where people are liking it and everything. So the caption that I put up is that there's always a story behind every smile. And one or two people they kept asking, what's the story? What's the story? So I promised them that deliver that story for you. So that's what his story. December, late November, December around that time, I started to feel super drained, and also I was overly obsessed with the scrolling and the swiping. Obsessed with checking my social media pages, my email, just having my phone in my hand. And I tell you, it was time consuming. When I tell you, it's like every time the phone is in your hand, even when there is no notification, you just press the home button and refresh, refresh, refresh. And it was really time consuming, I tell you. I don't know if you can relate to that. Yeah, so that was my problem. One thing that I learned from an early stage is that you got to be the mirror of yourself always. And you got to pick up when things are affecting your life before others tell you. You should be know yourself so much that you should know when things starting to affect your life in a certain way, so that you don't have to wait until someone out there come and tell you, "Hi, John, this is the problem." You should already be looking at yourself. You should be the mirror of yourself always, right? You know your standards, your principles, you know your priorities. And if you see that you're strained, you should be the one to snap at yourself and to say, get back on your path. Whenever you lose is that, and you have to depend on others to come and tell you, it means you're not in touch with yourself. But it is okay. If you have good people around you, you should still be able to listen to them and when you when you are off track and you could get back on your path. So I started to feel super drained, as I was saying, and I decided to take a timeout. Yeah, I decided to go on a sabbatical, a timeout from WhatsApp. Yeah, a timeout from Facebook, a timeout from almost all social media platform, right? I just decided that I'm gonna disappear from WhatsApp, from Facebook, from Instagram, and you name it. Was it easy? I tell you, it was difficult at first. It was difficult. And you know the reason why it was difficult for me? It's plain and straight. I was addicted. I was addicted to my phone. I don't know if much of you can relate to it, but I was reading an article somewhere where they say about 2025, everybody will be addicted to social media / their phone, right? So it was difficult at first. And then being off social media, I was going through my daily routine, waking up, giving thanks and praise, doing my daily devotion, word of the day, and exercising, going to walk, coming back from walk, getting going to the park to coach my kids. The routine was going, and it was a nice routine that I had. And with the routine, it was healthy, it was good. And then whenever you amongst your peers now, you will hear them having like these conversations, and these conversation would stem of things that they saw on social media. There's one important point that I gather from all of that. The next trending thing, the next sweetest thing that was happening on social media, maybe it was news or whatever. But what I realized, not being engaged in it, is that I wasn't missing anything. My friend would tell me, "You're missing out." However, I felt more like if they were missing out on me. That was one of the things that I find. Now, you might ask, what are the benefits? What were the benefits that I gained from being absent from social media during that time? First, I'm going to be straight up with you. I felt renewed energy. More so, I felt an increase in my creative energy, right? The fact that I was off, I was disconnected in terms of from my phone, in terms of searching on the internet and whatever. I was able to do more meditation and more connection. My connection with the Most High, the connection with my spirit man, it went up. And during that time, I was able to produce a video just it came out of nothing. It was not planned. This video, when it was released, it was one of my most successful video in terms of views. It was rewarding for me, knowing where I am starting from, knowing the reason why I'm doing this. It was one of my most successful video in terms of views, and more so in terms of being able to hold you the viewers attention. So during this time, because of the increase in my creative energy, I was able to tap in and to find, and to do something authentic. For another benefit, I had more time to plan. I had way more time to plan and to get organized in my extracurricular activities, man. Yeah. So the things that I do after work, I had more time, right? It wasn't like I was just on my phone scrolling and wasting time. Another benefit, and this is still stems from the creative energy, I started to write music. Yeah, John 784 started to write some music. The genre, reggae, conscious vibes. Stay tuned for that. Another benefit, I was able with, and this stems from the point that I gave 2 bullets ago. I was able to complete tasks. So with more time that I could plan and get more stuff done, it led to me completing tasks, goals that I set. I had this project I was trying to complete for almost a year now. I had already done some work, paid out some money, and when it was finished, I wasn't really satisfied with it. I wasn't satisfied with it and couldn't get it. So at the start of this year, I said that this by the first quarter of this year, I should have this up and running. With being less distracted, more focused, I was able to get this thing up and running, and it was a great feeling. I tell you, a great feeling. I really, really am happy. And that's another benefit. If disappearing from Facebook was just the first part, you know, the disappearing act in any magic show is the easy part. When it was time to reappear, I decided to download my WhatsApp. I reactivated my Facebook and the other social media and my personal WhatsApp. It didn't survive. It didn't survive a week. To be more accurate, I didn't think it survived 2 days, which is just 48 hours. It didn't make any sense to me. The number that everybody had, it didn't make much sense to me. And I'm sticking to, if you want to contact me and if it's anything of important, my number, it's still the same. So you contact me at that number. If you don't have any credit, you call me. I'll return the call, whatever. But being on the WhatsApp and wasting the small talk with a lot of small talks that doesn't add value to my life, doesn't bring in income or anyway, I was so much over it. To answer the question, how to disappear from social media. And my findings, and my finding is, and my findings are, if you intend to become a social media influencer, a content creator, it's gonna be very difficult for you to disappear from social media. If you allow yourself to get addicted, because like I said earlier, your phone, the internet, social media, it's like a drug. And if you abuse and misuse any drug, you're gonna be addicted to it. Social media is actually the new drug. And if you misuse and if you don't use it to add value or bring income to your life, if you're using it just to waste time, then you're gonna be overly addicted to it. And then it's gonna be taking up much of your time and your productivity level is surely gone in the job. You got to manage your time. So right now, I currently have some social media accounts up, but what I do is I try to manage the amount of time I spend on them. So I won't be on Facebook whole day just looking at new feeds, just clicking just for new feeds. Twice a day, I check Facebook. That's it. If you're lucky and your message or your notification or whatever, your call or whatever comes within those 2 times that I'm on, then I hit you back up just like that. However, you gotta wait until, if my 2 time already expired, you gotta wait the next day. Right? If it's something very important, I said it earlier, you have my number, hit me up. There's no problem. So that's my finding in terms of how can you disappear from social media. Like I said before, it's gonna be very difficult, but however, you got to manage your addiction. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in to My show again.